Hey, it is February 3rd, and golly jeepers, what is this? We got 6 days left. That's all I know. So what, day 34, I guess? This is the spiritual healing week, and I had to get my book out and do some writing. Yesterday I failed in staying out of the kitchen for the last week. Some guys were coming over to get their hair cut, so I took that as an excuse to make a bunch of food just in case they were hungry. They had other dinner plans, so I didn't need to do it. And so yesterday was a fail. Okay, try the next day. And today was hard. Today was hard. I had so much anxiety over it. And I mean, so many, you can really feel, I'm going to just say his name. I can feel Satan just throwing everything at me. From the time I took a shower this morning with past sins that are already dealt with, forgiven 35 years ago. Just crap. He's just filling my head. He's just throwing the kitchen sink at me. So today in New Year, New You, Jordy, who's my mentor for Blue Living, he said, inconvenience yourself. Do something that's going to, get you out of your comfort zone. So I said, well, this week I'm staying out of the kitchen. And that makes me feel so uncomfortable because it does. And I'm going to tell you what I wrote about. But Soraya had the rest of the salad that we had made last week. And she says, oh, those sweet onions are so good. So right now is sweet onion harvesting time here in the South. And so you got this huge white sweet onion and it's just pulled right out of the ground. So, you got it looks like a spring onion on steroids, right? You don't have to peel it. You just slice and it's so sweet. So I said, well, let's go get some before they're all gone, because once they're gone till next year, right? So, So taking a page out of Jordy's comments to me yesterday, it's so cold here. I mean, I told you that yesterday, so cold. Well, I bundled up and we walked, and it was 1.8 miles round trip. So not far at all, right? And we went and got 3 onions. Okay, so technically I wasn't in the kitchen, but I did go buy food. So I'm not going to take that as a fail because I didn't do anything with it. I just set it on the counter, and because she wanted them, and they're all going to enjoy them. But little fail. So I was having massive anxiety as I got closer to home after picking up my husband today that he was going to have to make his dinner. And I gave my input of what's in the fridge that needs to get used up. And I still felt I'm failing. And I'm having a massive anxiety attack. So I come in here in the warm office and I wrote about it. And I said, why am I having so much anxiety? And my body said that control, 100% control. And in my writing, I saw and got confirmation that the opposite of control is vulnerability. So control is fake strength. Vulnerability is real strength. And the more I wrote about it and the more I listened to what my spirit was telling me, the calmer I felt. And then the more I could see how Satan is just really throwing everything at me to thwart this spiritual healing, because I still was avoiding the anxiety I was feeling about spiritual healing, about going to the Lord and you know, really being humble. Just avoid it, just avoid it, just avoid it, is all I would hear. Well, I didn't avoid it now. And it's simply, you know, when that woman was dragged and thrown at Jesus's feet by a whole bunch of men that said, we just pulled her and caught her in adultery, you know, and he said, you know, who's ever without sin cast the first stone, and they all left, and he turned around and he said, where are thine accusers? And she says, I don't know. And he says, well, neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more, right? And that is the feeling that came over me. You know, Satan gets us to condemn ourselves to hell. And then we live in hell because we just keep putting ourselves there. Remember, Satan can only put the thought into your mind. It's what you do with that thought that's your responsibility to act, react, or change, right? And so I've been condemning, and he's just, you know, he's having a field day over there. So being able to see that helped calm me down. But I'm now seeing it for what it is, and that is very calming. And that as I stay strong this week, oh my goodness, Eric is doing something. I hope you can't hear it, because he'll be so embarrassed if he can hear it. Anyways, I know that I'm strong enough to stay out of the kitchen this week, and I'm going to do it. And my spirit said, no more food videos. So no more chopstick travel, no more Vincenzo's plate, no more Rose in Flav City videos until I'm going to try. I don't know about Rose, because Rose just brings me so much happiness. He's so loud. I'm so sorry if you can hear him. But Rose brings me a lot of happiness. But until at least this fast is over, no Flav City. It's just, I need to focus on spiritual healing and stop avoiding. So one day at a time. And today we've done really, really good. And really good for me. So it's been a good day. I worked this morning and went for a walk, got out of my comfort zone, and I'm really out of my comfort zone right now, and I'm feeling quite vulnerable. I've read my scriptures like my spirit told me to, and we're gonna just keep praying all week long. I so appreciate the support. And this week is maybe a lot of healing's going to go on, and a lot of unraveling's going to happen. So thanks for hanging in there with me. And I will see you. Oh, I weighed in this morning, 233. So I don't know where that puts me. I'll let you know eventually. But that was 235 a week ago. So 2 pounds. 2.5 pounds, I think. 2.5 pounds. So it's coming off slowly but surely, but that's not what this fast is about, so I'm not going to focus on that. So I love you all. Thank you so much for your support and your love and your prayers. And I will see you tomorrow.